Is there a second?
Second.
Great. Any discussion on this bill that conforms to the House bill? Seeing none, we'll proceed. Neil.
Sorry, thank you. I'm just a little behind. What is the bill number again?
319.
Is it SB?
Senate Bill 319. Sorry, I should have made that.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Who's opposed? Delegate Parrott is opposed. Delegate Clark is opposed. Anyone else? And Barry is missing, so is absent, so the bill passes. Senate Bill 375.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 375 establishes that a neonicotinoid pesticide may only be sold at retail to a certified applicator. The bill is identical to House Bill 208, which did pass the committee in the House. Move the bill.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Delegate Weigel has a question.
Wasn't this pesticide banned a few sessions ago, or did that never pass?
No, it was banned for common consumer usage. Certified pesticide applicators are permitted to apply it.
But I thought part of this provision said it prevented the retail sale.
What it does, if I could, because it was, the House bill was my bill. And what it did is it just said that they have to be moved so that it's not right on the shelf, and that people who want it ask, then they can say whether they're a farmer or a certified applicator, not just pick it up unintentionally, whatever's on the shelf.
It's like cigarettes now.
But Delegate Gilchrist, I thought there was the first part of it. You said something about retail sale.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
retail sale. The
Right.
retailer has to keep it off the open shelves. They can sell it, but you have to ask for it.
Right. It may only be sold at retail to a certified applicator. This is the bill that came in with language that said it needs to be behind the counter. And then we struck behind the counter because the retailer said, well, it's not really how things are done anymore. And there was opposition to this, I know, last time around.
I think the retailers were okay with the bill the way we passed it out of the House, weren't they?
Yes, they were. They were not in favor of it, but they withdrew their opposition.
Right.
All right, thanks.
Okay. On the bill, let's vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Okay, Parrott and Otto are opposed. Anyone else? Okay, the bill passes.
Mr. Chairman, real quick,
Yes,
and it really doesn't matter, but on 319,
yeah.
I'd look down and see resiliency for 723, and I got them mixed up. So I voted no on it, but I would have voted yes if I mixed them up. On the
Well, I appreciate that, but a card laid is a card played.
delayed. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's on the desk anyway, right?
Yeah. You get to vote for it when it's on the floor. So, okay, 446.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
the subcommittee recommendation is favorable with amendments. This bill requires MDE to create and maintain a database of supplemental environmental projects that MDE may consider implementation as part of a settlement of an enforcement action. Amendment number 1 is technical. Amendment number 2 makes clarifying changes and alters provisions regarding the database of these projects as described in the bill. Move the amendments.
Is there a second for the amendments?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion on the amendments?
I got a
Seeing
question.
none- Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Who's handling this? Matt or Kristen or who?
I am.
Kristen. So is there any part of this bill, this was not heard, have a House crossfile, I don't think, right?
There was no House crossfile, but the Senate bill received a hearing.
Yeah, we had a hearing in our committee and I got a couple notes, but now that we've got these amendments on there, if there were any issues with environmental issues with the settlement with Conowingo Dam, would this legislation have any bearing on it?
I don't think this legislation has any bearing on that settlement.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we're on the amendments, right?
Yes.
Okay. All in favor of the amendment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, the bill is before us as amended. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion on the bill as amended? Okay, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, and I believe Barry is still absent. So the bill passes unanimous among those present. And finally, Senate Bill 723.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 723 is the Maryland Food System Resiliency Council. The emergency bill establishes the Maryland Food System Resiliency Council. The council must meet regularly for a period of at least 2 years to address food insecurity in the state. This bill was brought up because of the immense pressures put on the food system this past year during COVID. This bill is identical to House Bill 831, which passed the House. There are no amendments. Move the bill.
Second.
And there's a second. Any discussion on Senate Bill 723? Okay, we'll proceed to a vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
No.
Okay, the opposition would be Wyville, Parrott, Jacobs, Otto. Jerry, where are you? Opposed?
Yeah, opposed.
Cornbread, are you voting for it?
Yeah.
Okay. And Barry is still not with us, so it passes. Okay, let me again emphasize, I want for you to text to me bills of